that Raw, wow, chef's kiss. Wow, was it amazing. It wasn't a go-home show, and it wasn't an aftermath show. Just a smack dab in the middle, just crazy episode of Monday Night Raw, and it was like, it cooked. It was awesome. It starts off with CM Punk just coming and giving an awesome promo. CM Punk doesn't really have catchphrases, but he has amazing killer promos. His promo will make you want to go to see a match just as much as if he was beating down someone or he himself got beat up. He is just a master with words. For a second, I thought he was calling off the Cell in the Cell, even though it's been advertised. That's how good he is. For a second, I'm like, is he really calling off Hell in the Cell? Did he reconsider? Man, he is so good. And did you notice that he had a very raspy voice? Because 2 weeks ago, someone shoved a friendship bracelet down his throat. I love that detail. He didn't even mention it. So some people might not even know that that was what was going on, but so good. CM Punk, just a master of the game. And we didn't even need Drew McIntyre and him to have another face-off. We just needed CM Punk to come in, stare into the camera, and just make that promise of, I'm going to make you bleed. Great stuff there. Then we had Sheamus, the veteran, putting over Pete Dunne. I'm kind of digging Pete Dunne. Honestly, I've known about Pete Dunne for a while now, and I've never really liked him. But recently, the dude's been all over the place. NXT, feuding with Sheamus, feuding with Trick Williams, feuding with whoever like gets in his path. I'm kind of liking the short little guy with a chip on his shoulder, just wanting to beat up everybody. And it was kind of cool that Sheamus put him over. It was a little sloppy finish, but whatever. He did the job so Pete Dunne could be elevated, and I really liked that. The Jey Uso Braun Breaker stare down, I really liked that. It was really good. I felt that it actually brought back the old Jey Uso. So I did a video about the Jey Uso problem and how they're not really elevating the guy. They're kind of just like, they don't know what to do with him. And some people have said that all he is a catchphrase, yeet. That's everything that he is. And I started thinking about it. I think that's a little bit too harsh of a statement, but Jey Uso, his promos in the Bloodline were definitely more passionate than his promos now after he discovered Yeet. And I'm not saying get rid of Yeet, but I have been missing the fire of a Jey Uso promo. And here tonight, I actually kind of saw it again when Braun Breaker was getting in his face. So I was really appreciative of that. He still had Yeet, but he also had the passion and had a pretty good promo after that. And then got a little bit of a one-upmanship on him when he speared him. But then we see later on, Braun Breaker spears him back. And I'm loving that also. I love how Braun Breaker is just always stalking his opponents, no matter where they're at. If they want to get involved in another feud, that's on them, but he's going to get involved wherever they are and just spear the crap out of them. So Braun Breaker, I love that. I loved Jey Uso getting some old school Bloodline fire back in his promo. That was really cool. And don't forget, guys and gals, if you want to win a belt, this one or the ones behind me, all you got to do, comment below. Tell me what your favorite segment of Monday Night Raw was, or anything in general. All you gotta do is comment. Once I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm gonna give away the belt. Why am I doing this? I'm trying to become a full-time YouTuber, and that's my first goal in doing so. I appreciate it in advance. Thank you, everyone. But let's get back. Next segment. Natalya had a match. That was kind of one of the only lulls in the thing, but I'm okay with it. Natalya is one of the people that I just like her as a person so much, because I think she's so nice, so sweet, and such a love for the business that I'm okay whenever I see her wrestle. I might not be interested in the match, but I'm just happy for her. I don't know. And she's one of the only people that I'm like that. I'm just like, oh, cool, Natalya. She still has a job. I'm happy for her. I just really like her as an actual person. Then we had two really, really huge segments. One was just really huge on its own. Braun Strowman versus Bronson Reed. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's how you use Braun Strowman. I have not been this interested in Braun Strowman since like 2017, 2018. That is when Braun Strowman was just so awesome and amazing when he beat down the Big Show, when he was throwing office furniture at Roman Reigns. He was like Roman Reigns' only interesting feud. He was the only guy that could make me interested in Roman Reigns at the time. They pulled out all the stuff. I wish we could have saw the original camera angle a Bronson Reed throwing the fan at Braun Strowman. I get it. It was probably a plant, but who cares? It hadn't been done before. It was just like really cool. I just wish we would have got that camera angle, but that's just a very small, minute, whatever, mistakes happen. But they went all over the place, just beating the crap out of each other. This is a really good feud. I was like, oh great, we're inserting Braun Strowman. He doesn't like bullies, but yeah, all right, keep it going. Let's see what else they can destroy. I am digging this right now. Let's keep it up. Good for Bronson Reed. Never giving up, dude. Good for you, man. And then the other segment, I almost did a video on this alone, but I wasn't sure if I had enough content for it. But the New Day, they're done. They are D-O-N-E, done. I already did a video a while back, but that's when Odyssey Jones was around. Now, I'm not going to get into the details of why Odyssey Jones was released. It seems like his personal life, though, was the reason why. And so, let's just say he's gone. But looks like Triple H wants the New Day to be broken up by their 10-year anniversary. Xavier Woods was so mad when he had Judgment Day down for the pin, but Kofi did a trust dive into the LWO and Judgment Day as they were fighting on the outside of the ring, and that allowed the ref to not make the 3 count, and then subsequently they lost, and Xavier Woods was so freaking mad. Come to find out, Kofi asked the LWO to get involved because Judgment Day had beat down Rey Mysterio and he needed help, and Xavier Woods is like, why did we need help? We never needed help. And Kofi's like, but we had Big E. And Xavier Woods like, what? I'm not good enough. And he just stormed off. And this is it. This is it, people. Get ready. New Day are done, and I'm kind of for it. I want to see what Xavier Woods can do. I think Xavier Woods can be an evil mastermind, and I want to see him on his own. I don't know what they'll do with Kofi now, because originally there was a plan with Kofi and Odyssey, it seemed, but now what will Kofi do? I don't want Kofi to get just completely lost, but I do want to see what Xavier Woods can do. So I'm kind of a little torn on this situation, but I'm hoping we have some kind of 10-year anniversary, and it's like the barbershop. When Shawn Michaels threw Marty Jannetty through the glass window, I kind of want something of that devastation with Xavier Woods turning on Kofi, and maybe Big E there just looking on and saying, no, how could you do it? And he can't get involved because of his neck injury. And yeah, that would, Xavier Woods. This is the most frustration we've seen thus far. We've seen hints of it, but this is it. They're at a breaking point. It's definitely happening. And then, so many and thens. This was such a good episode of Raw. And then Sami Zayn got another big old fat no from Gunther, and that was a good segment. Sami Zayn coming out, trying to put seeds of doubt between Ludwig Kaiser and Gunther. Gunther comes out. He starts kind of like saying to Ludwig, you got something to say to me? You got something to say? Ludwig's like, yeah, I got something to say. I've been wanting to get this off my chest for a while. And then he just lays the smackdown on Sami Zayn. It was good. And then again, Gunther's like, nope. Not gonna happen. I love that Gunther keeps turning him down. Like, why are you turning him down, Gunther? In Gunther, he's just so funny. He is so funny. Just moving along. We have EOS Sky versus Bianca Belair. What a great match. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of on my phone for a little bit of it, but eventually I looked up and I realized we were seeing a really good match, and I just got so invested, so engrossed. One of the reasons why I was like kind of not even paying attention is because I just figured Bianca Belair was gonna win. I love Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. I'm not gonna lie, they are probably my favorites. Maybe Chelsea Green, I don't know, but like there's just something about Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill that I'm just so enamored with. Their characters, the way they present themselves, they are stars. I love those two. But the downside is, I know they're always going to win, so I kind of sometimes take them for granted, and midway through, I started just really getting involved in this match, thinking, okay, Bianca's going to win, but I can still enjoy the match for what it is, and then she lost? I was shocked when EOS Sky got the win, because Wade Barrett even had this classic line during the match. He said, a win against Bianca Belair is a collector's item. It's so rare. Bianca never loses, and for her to lose on Raw, I was shocked. And no shade to EOS Sky. She was a women's champion. In fact, she beat Bianca Belair for the women's champion, but she used the Money in the Bank. So for her to just beat her clean like this, I was just like, whoa. And maybe I'll be keeping my eye on EOS Sky, because I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really connected with EOS Sky. I'm not like a huge EO fan. I like Kairi Sane, but I'm not a huge EO fan. But after tonight, she did make me kind of sit up and say, all right, let me see what you got. But I am gonna say this. I hope this was a fluke. I don't want to see Bianca and Jade start losing. I think they kind of need to be like, I don't know. They need to be like the final bosses of the female division. I'm totally cool with that. Then there was this funny segment with Chad Gable, kind of like a reintroduction to American Made, and it was just like, we're tough, we're strong, we've been beaten down by these crazy lunatics, but we're moving on, we're America. It was cheesy and awesome in all the good ways, and best of all, the Wyatt Six is now behind them. Onward, upward, American Made. That was like so cheesy, so brilliant. And finally, Judgment Day. Finn Balor, he was great throughout this episode. He was really good, you know, coming and going, backstage segments, bullying Ilya Dragunov, and then he went to Rhea and told Rhea that he was the one in Dom's ear, kind of pushing him to cheat on her. I thought that was great. That showed me the Finn Balor that I kind of wanted to see. What a jerk. What a jerk. I liked it, though. I liked it. And then we have the match with Dominic Mysterio and Damian Priest. I was not a fan of the Judgment Day all being out there, doing everything they could to make Damian lose, and then Damian still wins. So I kind of wish they hadn't been surrounding the ring the entire time. But you know what? Damian is the super good guy right now, so I guess I can see it. He should definitely beat Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio's here and Damian's here, but with the whole Judgment Day around, Damian could have got the loss and it would have been totally justified because of all the cheating, but that's neither here nor there. They ended up getting the visual win over Priest and Rhea. I think they really needed some momentum coming out of this. So good for Damian for winning. I'm okay with it. I might not agree with it, but I understand it and it makes sense. That's all I'm really looking for. Things to make sense. So yeah, just wow. This was a good episode of Monday Night Raw. Like, I am shocked that they finally found the formula to make 3 hours just fly by. And then we're going to lose it. But I think we get it back for Netflix. Whatever. So what did you guys think of Raw? Do you think it was as good as I'm thinking it was? Because, wow, best episode since Night After Clash at the Castle. So guys, girls, have a great day.